Hello guys, so I'm gonna move closer to the camera in 1 second, but do you see my shirt? Bean is excited about my shirt, let me tell you. So basically this is gonna sound like a brand deal, which literally my last video sounded like one too, but I swear it's not. This shirt is from ASOS, and I wanna say like 4 months ago, I like put in this design to like be printed on a shirt and sent to me for free, and it like never came, and I was like, maybe it was like a scam, maybe it just never happened. And then today from my apartment complex I got a delivery notification and it was the shirt. So I am screaming. If you've never seen this picture of Bean, you just go check out my Instagram because it's like the best picture ever. I don't really like how like there's this much white space and then this. I may like cut it or something. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. I may cut it or something to like make it cooler, but I just really had to show you what I was wearing today. It's Bean on my shirt and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. Comment down below if you would wear something like with Bean's face on it. Anywho, okay, now I feel like I'm in the right place. I felt so far back. Also feel weird wearing just a white t-shirt in a video. Anyway, so today I wanted to make this video for a very long time. When I first thought about making this video, the person I'm going to be the person I'm going to be talking about still lived in the house, so I didn't really want to even risk her seeing it and getting mad and stuff like that. But now it has been a very long time since she's lived here. She moved out, I want to say, I actually don't even know when she moved out. She moved out a really long time ago. Thank God. But I thought I would share 2 stories that happened when she did live here with you guys because they're absolutely insane, and I feel like if you're in college and you've had a roommate before, then you can relate to this topic. So first I want to say that I was fortunate enough my whole so far college experience, I never had to live with anyone in my own room. I've always had my own bedroom, my own bathroom. So when I say roommate, I kind of mean like housemate, if that makes sense. She lived in the room below me, so just want to start by saying that because I'm gonna say roommate a lot, but she never lived in my room. And now I'm not gonna call her by her real name, of course, because I don't want to do that. I don't think she'll ever see this video, but just in case, just, you know, I'm going to use someone else's name. We're going to call her Ashley. Wait, I think I had a roommate named Ashley. I did. Becca. We'll call her Becca. So at the time, I was moving in random with 2 girls that already lived in here. The 2 girls that already lived in here is my really good friend Kathleen, who still lives in here, and Sophie, who has moved out, but she was a really good friend at the time as well. So they lived in here, and me and Becca were moving in as randoms. We had never met anyone before. It was completely random. So we were moving in. The day we're moving in, like I met her. She seemed super sweet, super cool, totally normal. So as time goes on, we start noticing, me, Kathleen, and Sophie start noticing that she's a little, you know, like loud, comes in super late at night, leaves a mess everywhere, just is completely inconsiderate of us, constantly leaves the front door unlocked, just stuff that's like, you know, safety concerns, of course. The first story I'm going to talk about, in both situations we had to call the cops, but the first one, I want to say it came first. This one came first. So me and Sophie were in the kitchen cooking lunch one day, and Becca had the balcony room. So her room had a balcony attached. You could go into her room and out of her room from the balcony, and you could honestly get onto the balcony from like the front door. Like you could climb up onto it, and she would post on her Snapchat like how to climb up onto the balcony, basically how to break into our house, because she would never lock her balcony door. She lived in the balcony room, and me and Sophie were in the kitchen making lunch one day, and we heard a bunch of noise coming from the 2nd floor. So we were like, hello, like, who is it, whatever, like screaming, asking who it is, and no one's responding. And we've had instances before this where people have come into the house through her balcony, so this isn't the first time. So we're screaming like, hello, like, Becca, if it's you, tell us, Becca, whatever. And we hear her door like open slightly, and these doors make so much noise. So you could hear it creak open and then shut. So we knew someone was there, and we're screaming like, Becca, Becca, blah, blah, blah. And these walls are so thin. You scream, you can hear the person screaming for you from the first floor to the second floor. We're like, Becca, like, if it's you, tell us, like, hello, hello. And we could hear movement. And of course, I'm thinking, like, my bedroom door is unlocked. Like, who knows who this is? Like, so we start freaking out, and we're like, if you don't say who it is in like 5 minutes, we're calling the police, blah, blah, blah. No response. We call our apartment complex's like helpline or whatever, like a emergency line. We tell them what's going on, and they're like, oh, well, security won't be able to get there for about like 30 minutes. And I'm like, in 30 minutes, whoever's in the second floor can come down to the first floor, and just like, are you dumb? So we end up calling 911. We end up calling, and we tell them we believe there's an intruder in the home. And they were like, okay, someone's on the way. Like, they were asking us all these questions, and we were sitting out front at this point. Like, we didn't want to be in the house, so we left our front door open, and we were sitting on our porch. We're on the phone with the police, and they're explaining to us that they're going to be there soon and everything, and we can still hear movement on the second floor. So we continue to be screaming, the police are on their way. Hi. There is no one responding to us. Eventually, the police get there, and they ask us if they have permission to enter the premises, and we say, yes, please do. They come inside, they go upstairs, and we point to the room that was hers, and they bang on the door and say, like, you know, blank county, PD, open up, whatever. And the door starts to open. Like, you can hear someone opening the door, and of course me and Sophie are like, oh my god, like, who is it? And it's Becca. Like, it's my roommate in her own room. We look at her, and we're like, what are you doing? Like, did you not hear us screaming? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, I was taking a nap. Like, first off, no, you weren't, unless you were literally running around your room while you slept. And literally the cop looks at us, just starts laughing, and leaves. No words. So in the second incident is a little more detailed, a little more weird. I'll explain. It was late at night one night, and I was just sitting in my room, and I hear like a guy coming up the stairs, but to my floor. So there's 3 floors in my house. There's 2 roommates on the second floor, 2 on the third floor. So I can hear someone coming up the 3rd set of stairs, and I'm like, that's really weird. I didn't think Kathleen had anyone coming over. I didn't have anyone coming over. We can hear someone coming up the stairs, and I hear them try to open Kathleen's door. Like, they try to open Kathleen's door, and it sounds like they're on the phone, and basically they're saying like, oh dude, is it this room? Like, is it this one? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this one says this on the door. Is it this one? Like, they're talking about the 2, like my room and Kathleen's room from outside. And I'm like, and my door is locked. Thankfully, my door was locked. So I can hear him say, at the time, I believe it was probably close to Valentine's Day, so I had a sign on the door that said, love you more. And I can hear him say, oh, is it the room that says love you more? And someone turns the handle and shakes my door. Like, if my door was open, it would have flew open. So he shakes my door over and over to try to open it. Does not open because it's locked. I'm sitting with my jaw, like, dropped. At the time, of course, I didn't have Bean. So I was just like, so immediately I start freaking out. I don't know who this is. They walk away or they stop talking. I don't hear them anymore. So I call Kathleen. She's freaking out. She's like, who was that? I'm like, I don't know. So immediately she, I believed, called her boyfriend. I called the guy that I was dating at the time because I just wanted someone to get to the house, and we didn't want to leave our rooms because we didn't know whoever this was, if they were still outside of our rooms or what. The guy that I was dating at the time, he like had someone come check the house and whatever that lived in the neighborhood, and they didn't see anything. And so at that point we called Kathleen, I believe, called the police, and the police were like, we're on our way. We explained to them what happened. Kathleen was freaking out. I was freaking out. And of course the guy that I was dating at the time was freaking out because I was on the phone with him like the whole time. He ended up cheating on me. That's a whole other story time if you want that. I mean, if you want a whole cheated on story time, I can tell you that one. It's a really great story. Police finally got here, and that's when me and Kathleen were like, all right, we have to leave our rooms and go downstairs. So we both left our rooms at the same time. They ran downstairs. We opened the door for the police. They came in with like flashlights, and I think there was like 3 cops, and they were like searching the whole premises. We explained to them exactly what happened, and as we're explaining to them what happened, they go upstairs, they check all of the rooms, they check the closets, and they come back down, they tell us there's no one in the house. As this is happening, Becca comes downstairs with a girl and a guy. And she's like, what's going on? What's going on? And I was like, some guy just tried to open our bedroom doors. And he was like, oh, that was me, my bad, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? And this is where it doesn't make any sense. There was our one roommate, I don't even remember her name. She only lived here for a short time. Hello, oh my goodness, hi. She's so cute. Hello, I just want to squeeze you. Hello. So at the time, the one girl who lived in the first room, she said she heard someone try to open her door. The next room is Becca's room. So it doesn't make any sense that you would check the first room, see if it's your friend. If it's not, you would go to the next room and realize it's her and you would go inside. Why would you continue? You're freaking out. What is your problem? Hello. Oh my goodness. Why would you pass your friend's room, go upstairs and try the next two rooms, then realize, oh, my bad, I already passed it. Like, the story doesn't make any sense to me, and that's why I think he was trying to see if we were home to possibly, like, rob our rooms if they were open. And that was like the kind of scene she hanged out with, oh my god, my English. So it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, it was really scary. And of course the guy was like, oh my bad, and we were like, what? And when it happened, we were just like, oh okay, and like that was it. But like looking back and really thinking about it, like I think a few days later when we thought back to it, we realized that it wouldn't make any sense that he would pass her room and come upstairs. He would have found her room the second he tried the second door. So that's when we got all sketched out about it and really thought that he was probably trying to rob us. But yeah, I guess it wasn't really her that was the issue. It was more her friends that were the issue. But I mean, your friends are your problem, so whatever. But I believe I have like 500 million other stories about her that I could probably think of. Those are just the two like craziest ones that stuck out in my head. Those are the only two where the cops showed up. But if you like this, story time? Is this a story time? If you like these stories, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. If you like my bean shirt, then make sure to comment down below. And if you've ever had a crazy roommate, then make sure to comment down below as well, because I feel you on that one. And of course, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I leave for LA in exactly a week to go to the Ellen DeGeneres show. And you guys know how awesome and crazy this is going to be, and you definitely don't want to miss it. And like I said, once I hit 25K, I'll be opening a P.O. box, so let's get to 25K. I think we're only 300 away or 200 away or something like that. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully I can reach 25K before I leave to go see Ellen, and you guys can see all of that. I am so incredibly excited and can't wait. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new video. Bye! Oh my god, why did it do that? I'm pale, but not that pale.